Hey guys, welcome back to the My Crown of Curls YouTube channel. This is going to be a channel update, a life update, everything in one, an explanation. I don't know. I have no script, but we're just going to talk about why I haven't been here. I mean, I've been trying to come back popping with a video, but for the most part, I'm not here. Okay, so here's why. Oh, but before we do any of that, thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. Like, look at us. Look at us growing, achieving goals and all of that good stuff. That'll be a separate video for that, but I can't not mention the 10K at my first video back after 10K, right? Right. All right. So, channel update. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but for the past year, I haven't been filming content as I usually would. At the beginning of the year period of me not really filming content, I didn't want to just film natural hair videos. I wanted to have videos of, my life and other things as well, because after a while, I mean, there's only so much hair videos that you could do. So I wanted to incorporate other things into my YouTube channel, but then I didn't figure out how to do that as yet. My YouTube channel's name is My Crown of Curls. I am not going to create a new YouTube channel just for other things. So everything is going to have to come under this My Crown of Curls umbrella. We got to 10K. We're not going to struggle with no other channel, right? I considered changing my channel name to Ranik John, but no. It's going to stay it's going to stay My Crown of Curls and be more than just a natural hair YouTube channel. You guys would understand more as I explain. Maybe not in detail in this video, but in a video after this video. Okay, so yeah, so that was my plan at the beginning of the year span of my absence. Then we found out that my father-in-law was diagnosed with cancer, and then my mother was diagnosed with cancer. And it was just a crazy time, because first of all, what? And second of all, this doesn't make any sense, two close people to us, our parents, basically, were diagnosed with cancer, and then it just didn't feel like the right time to be filming videos and stuff, because your concern is about them, your mind, your thoughts, everything is about them, and will they get better, and how could we get them to get better, and so on. You guys will notice, maybe on my social media, maybe on posts that I've made on YouTube, that I have been out of St. Vincent for quite a while. Last year, I have been traveling back and forth between St. Vincent and the States, because for pockets of time, I have been taking care of my mom. So when I'm there taking care of my mom supported everything that I did, everything that I do. So she would always be like, are you filming today? What are you going to film? And she would encourage me to film and so on, but I just wasn't in the headspace to be filming, and if you've lost a parent, my heart is with you, because this is like the hardest thing. Or your parent is sick, and it's like ugh, it's awful. So, let's see. She got her diagnosis in they told her something was wrong in February of 2019, and in March, she got her actual diagnosis. So by the end of April, March, the end of April, May, I was already in the States with her, right? And then, so we were there for a little while, me and my husband, and then he left to go home. And I decided to stay a little longer, and then I would go back. I would go back home to return later on. And then his dad fell sick, um, and he had to be flown from where he was in Antigua to Trinidad. So my husband had to go to Antigua, and then later on we all went to Trinidad to be with him and so on. And long story short, after all of that, we went to Trinidad like multiple times. And after all of that, I mean, cancer is awful. So in September, he died. And, you know, death, right? So we didn't see that coming. So, we had to deal with that. So obviously I'm not here face to face. So there was that. And then, so that's September. Then October, I went back to the States to be with mom. And then I came back in December. And then my mom came home this year. She came home when was that? She came home in April. Yeah, she came home the end of March. And then there's this whole corona thing and this COVID, and New York was going crazy. And honestly, New York was not some place for her to be. So she decided, you know what, I need to come home. So she came home on the last flight out of New York. And then mommy was in 2 weeks of quarantine, so I couldn't see her. I went to see her, but I couldn't get close to her, so I would stay at like quite a distance and like talk to her from like a good distance away, but she could see me from the house, right? And so there was that. So there was 2 weeks of quarantine. Then my aunt just wanted to be extra safe, so we had an additional week away from her just to be sure, because we didn't want to give her anything, not that we had anything, but just in case. And we didn't want to get anything because they just came from New York, which had become like a hot spot. And then 2 weeks, and then we just had like 2 weeks with her, and then she died. And so there's all of that. We had a really rough year, and it's I don't know how to explain it, but just letting you guys know that that's what happened. I think I'm going to include like a little clip in this video of their funerals, or pictures from their funerals, or pictures of them, so that you guys know who they are. My mom always says that you have to live. So I'm coming back to YouTube. I do enjoy filming, and filming is therapeutic for me. So I am going to start back my YouTube channel. Okay? So I don't want to just be like gone and then I come back and then I'm all happy and then I'm like, it's just a lot. So I just need to explain to you guys, because you have been with me since 2015 and you should know like what's going on. And my mom has been such a great supporter of my channel and everything that I do, that I can't just go on like nothing happened on my YouTube space. So that's why I'm doing this as well. This video might be all over the place, but I don't really know how to talk about this without getting emotional and like deep. Like I'm trying to hold myself together, to be honest. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I've had a little time to think about it. I mean, you don't ever get over death. And to be honest, death has always seemed like a foreign concept. Like, people die, but until somebody for you who's that close to you dies, you don't really fully understand. Like, death is a thing that you hear about and you see, but you don't feel it until you feel it. You understand? But yeah, um, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry, my energy is a little low here. You know what? I'm not sorry that my energy is low. This is a sad video. It is what it is. Um, Subscribe for more content. Hope that you guys are doing well, that your year wasn't as trash as mine was. And, you know, all in all, God is good and He knows what's best. And we really don't understand a lot of the times why things happen the way they happen. But what's the point of Christianity if you don't believe that whatever God does is for your greater good? So I'm happy that our parents aren't suffering, and you know and I look forward to seeing them when God comes.